Gabriel Gage, professional locale by day, age-playing gooner by night. He can't go a week without even more leaks coming out about his unsavory actions both on and off the internet. Today, that's just what we have cooked up for you guys though, with his previously crazed, obsessed fangirl betraying him yet again, leaking calls and DMs to Bloodspeth, and more. Let's get after it, fellas. Now, easing into what the Chome's been up to, we all know about the Predacord business, where Nova makes these amazing paracord bracelets and keychains, and that's eaten up a good chunk of his time recently. I mean, he's going all in, he's totally gung-ho about this paracord Predacord business, and in this noble pursuit of being a business owner, he's decided to upgrade himself from an eBay store to an Etsy, and you can really tell he worked so hard putting this Etsy shop together. I mean, look at these photos, for example. Who wouldn't want to buy a bracelet off of a dirty counter that has food crumbs and hair all over it? You see, despite all this hard work putting together this Etsy shop for his very loyal fan base, he nearly lost it all, and that would be because of this goober, apparently.
Send this video to Nova Online. I'm the guy who got your Etsy account took down for blocking me. And hey, I'm very happy that I did it. I hope that you're feeling good because you're a loser! You're a loser! You know, you're a loser. And predators don't deserve income because people like you cannot be rehabilitated, helped, nor are they any benefit to society.
I cut it down a little bit, but he seems to have a lot of takes that a lot of people would probably agree with when it comes to Nova. And you know, if he was the one responsible for the Etsy takedown, props to this guy for doing that, because again, the Chome probably shouldn't be on there. But this W was only short-lived. You know, Nova would post something along the lines of "enjoy your rare W, trolls, I'll come back better or stronger," and then Etsy, in a stroke of awful judgment, would reinstate his account, and then Nova would go to post, "You trolls thought you won. This is why I believe in God. He's so amazing and answered my prayer. Not today, Satan. Nova stars take a W." Which, I'm not a religious fella. I don't know if any of you guys are. I'm assuming he's some sort of Christian. And I don't think, in the context of Christianity at least, that this God would look down fondly upon you, Nova. However, I know a lot of us have very negative and strong feelings and opinions about the type of person that Nova is. And it was very apparent that this guy, Justin, did as well. And I'm assuming that would prompt him to go on and post this video where he would essentially threaten Nova in a way. And I think this is a pretty good case study of what not to do when it comes to Nova, which I know with all the awful things that always come out and constantly keep coming out about Nova, that I'm sure there's plenty of you who probably feel the same way as Justin, but this is not the correct way to go about this. It's not okay to go and threaten someone online. And I for sure don't condone this.
This video goes out to the online Nova. Anyways, this video needs to be sent to Nova because I've been training. And I mean, I'm going to train a lot for you, bro. I'm going to train so hard. I'm going to find you at the moment you least expect it. I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA, Muay Thai, all that stuff. Just for you. We got some people, and it's not just me. It's probably like 10 other people that I know. We're all training just for you. Just to find you.
That short-lived W of getting the Etsy back up would be far overshadowed by these leaks that came out not too long afterwards. Specifically, the leaks that the crazed fangirl who made shrines to Nova originally to get his attention would come back and get into contact with Bloodspeth, someone she harassed and made up lies about during her escapades LARPing as Nova's girlfriend and as a supporter of him. But we'd find her reaching out to Bloodspeth in the comments on Twitter saying, "Hop on Cord, yo, it's your lucky day, get on Cord," referring to Discord, of course. One thing before we get into this, though, I want all of you to keep in mind that Alice isn't really the type of person that you can trust 100%. She's been all sorts of different ages. She's associated with that UTTP group, known for spreading links to CSAM material. And one thing that Chin Universe pointed out specifically was that Alice, on this same very account that she's on, would reach out to someone in DMs back in April, pretending to be someone close to Alice but not Alice, and start alleging that Alice is actually 17 and that she's been groomed by this UTTP group. So it almost seems like she's trying to distance herself from these awful people, maybe go on a little bit of a redemption arc, contacting Bloodspeth and maybe fixing a little bit of the public opinion on her. I don't know, just remember she isn't someone that you can truly trust. However, some of the things that she came forward with to Bloodspeth are interesting to say the least. Unfortunately, we didn't get too many screenshots because it seems like Alice threw a little tantrum when she didn't get her way, but starting off, we have some gooning, of course, with Nova going here, "Alice, we've got another one to add to the fit list. Who, she says. Dark Doc, my gooning fast was interrupted. So here we have Nova giving it another shout out to, I'm sure, someone who said something a little mean about the chom. But what I find a little interesting about all this is, why is he gooning so close to thinking about, people on his shit list? Does this mean that he goons whenever he thinks about people who he doesn't like? I mean, people have theorized before that Gabriel Gage enjoys the negative content that people make about him, but this takes it to an entirely different level. If you're interpreting it the way that I am here, I just think that's incredibly sick. You'll find a whole lot of these leaks involve gooning in one way or another, and that's what a whole lot of the audio and the calls that leaked sounded like to me. But other things to note of the screenshots that we got out of this was Nova saying that if only he had enough money, he'd love to fly out to see her, because of course he was head over heels for this fangirl of his. Perfectly healthy relationship, by the way, even healthier than the Leaping Lemurs relationship, is starting one with someone who your first interaction with them was them making a shrine to you on the internet, not just a normal viewer, a normal everyday viewer. Just highlighting the amazing decision making that this guy has, really proving to us that he was in fact head over heels for Alice. And then another screenshot showing just how violent the chom can get when he's angry, reading, "You didn't effing anger me, it was my effing mom." Alice goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, Nova, do you need space?" with a frowny face. She said, "Or do you want to talk?" Nova responds with, "I want a mother effing," I'm assuming unalive, "at this point. I'm so effing mad I can punch a hole through my effing wall." So not only is he displaying here that he's perfectly capable of getting violent when he gets angry, he's particularly getting violent after being angry with his mom. Now, I can only assume here that Mama Gage did something completely reasonable, like telling Nova not to scream out the door at the dog or something, or maybe even suggest that he clean up after himself, but he was incredibly angry at her. So angry that he'd destroy property that she owns, her house, by punching a hole through the wall that she owns. I know a lot of people don't really like Mama Gage because she did kind of raise the guy into the man that he's become, but at the same time, that's got to be a different kind of hell, having to live in the same house as the chom with the way that he treats everyone around him. Moving forward, I'm not sure if all of you noticed, but the Chin universe got a couple videos taken down by the chom when he falsely copyrighted his channel. 3 videos of his got sent to Pound Town, as Nova would say, because Nova wasn't very happy with everything the Chin's been doing by creatively chopping and cutting up Nova's content and making it actually digestible and watchable. Not to mention the helpful context that he adds when he puts notes in the video too. So the guy, he always has fair use in mind, so nothing that he did warranted these DMCA removals. But here we have Nova bragging to Alice about, "I won the second DMC removal request." She said, "Ha ha ha, he's so effing stupid." Nova said, "One more and he's gone. Who's the thief now, bitch? Except I've never stolen any videos." And then we have him harassing his lady friend, saying her name over and over and over again at 2:50 in the morning. But you see, Nova almost slipped up there with the "who's the thief now" bitch, because, Nova, all he's known for over on TikTok, other than his goofy, silly little dances, food reviews, and now WWE walk-ins, is the fact that he steals content from people all the time, such as series that he started, like Rip It or Clip It, that was someone else's, or Should I Open Her to Keep It Sealed, that's another Pokemon opening channel's signature thing. He steals ideas from people all the time without improving on them or building off of them whatsoever, in a transformative way, I'd say. But it's an interesting look into the chom's psyche during this time where he was maliciously sending copyright strikes over to Chin Universe. And while there's plenty more to be spoken about with this situation, maybe in a live stream later on, one thing that really stuck with me out of this whole leak was him blatantly and disgustingly self-unaliving baiting. And I don't want the censorship there to take away the gravity of what he was exactly doing here. And it was incredibly disgusting to see, especially since I've witnessed firsthand what that kind of thing can do to your family members and whatnot. So crying, "Oh, woe's me," while pretending you're extremely close to that ledge just to farm a little attention from someone you think is your girlfriend or something, I think it was an incredibly awful thing for him to do. I'll roll the clip for you.
Are you okay?
No, I'm far from okay.
I'm so sorry. What's happening?
Two of my friends fucking turned their backs on me.
Oh
Including my
no.
only IRL friend.
I'm so sorry. How did they do that? I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I can't fucking suffer like this anymore.
No, I'm so sorry. Just please, 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 please.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You.
What? Don't do anything, please.
Can't take this anymore.
I'm so sorry. You don't deserve any of this.
Why do you think I tried to myself?
I'm so sorry. Did you?
I tried to. I got marks on my arm.
Oh no. Please don't do that. I'm so sorry. Please don't do that. Please. I'm so sorry this is happening. I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what to do either. I think the only way out of this is if I.
No, no, no. Absolutely not. So sorry. Do you want to talk about what exactly happened? Please don't do that. Please, I'm begging you. Please.
I'm putting the knife away. I'm putting the knife away.
Please. Yes, please put the knife away.
Okay. Me. Did you see what I just sent you?
Let me see. Oh no. Please don't do that to yourself.
Now, this might be incredibly hard for you to do, but put yourself in Nova's shoes here for a second. This is a young girl, possibly 17, that you're talking to, that you are crying on the phone, trying to convince her that you're so close to that line just to farm some sympathy points off of her so you can get coddled by her, which is incredibly disgusting. That's a whole lot of pressure to force a young girl into talking you off the ledge like that, for one. Now, obviously, we know Alice isn't all that innocent, but if we're to believe Nova didn't know about all this gross UTTP shit at the time, then from his supposed perspective at the time, this still would have been an incredibly disgusting thing to do. Either way, we know for a fact Nova isn't serious about this. He's done it before, and it's all just to get people to feel sorry for him. He's got crazy victim mentality. And if you really want to know what picture that he's referring to at the end of that little clip that I showed you, it would be this. He sent her this image that looks like he just went ham on a mosquito bite, trying to convince her it was SH. Again, just to squeeze as much sympathy as he can out of this girl. The only wound on this forearm I see is that random sore on his arm, and that's just been caused by his poor health. Nothing to do with him doing anything to himself. And this incredible sadness that he has talking about his friends that betrayed him, particularly the one from real life. That was his own doing. It was his own fault that he lost that friend. It was because he would never do anything that this friend suggested to better his life. And the friend got sick of the degenerate things that he was getting up to on the internet. But this was just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the recent Alice leaks. And if you're interested in more of my coverage of the situation, be on the lookout for a live stream coming soon. I appreciate any of the fellas who made it all the way to the end of this video. Don't forget to like up and hype up the video if you enjoyed it. Maybe even subscribe so you don't miss the live streams. Anywho, later, grubbers.